Hello, welcome to the video. This is my screencast of my online lesson, The Theories of Cognitive Development. So this is just a note to teachers, what the lesson's supposed to be used for, who's it used for, what you're supposed to learn from it. Here's the academic standard that this lesson was created to meet, and it does list Piaget and Freud on here. I did not talk about Freud in this, I mainly focused on Piaget and Erikson. So here are the three learning objectives that students will complete through this lesson. The third one would be like their homework if this were a real lesson. So this is the engagement tool. It's fake book. So let's create a fake Facebook profile for Eric Erickson. I created this. I think I did a pretty decent job, if I can say so myself. It's got posts and some people that Eric Erickson would have worked with. So pretty effective with getting this point across, just to get students engaged, efficient, make it really quick. It enhances the lesson because it's just something fun that not a lot of lessons I feel like would have, and it gets kids engaged because this is something different than they're used to. So next, the explore phase, QR codes, and they don't really work anymore. I couldn't really get to them through this, so sorry. I do have the links down here. So for the first one is a YouTube video on Erickson's theories of cognitive development. This one's pretty good. Number 3 is about Piaget's theory of development, which is the same video, not same video, same creator video. And then number 2 and 4 are both from Very Well Mind. It's a psychology website. So this lesson is on psychology. So here's Erickson's, and these go fairly in depth, like pretty. I'd say they're both really good. Presenting, and these are effective. They can get point across really quickly. It lets students do their own research, so you don't have to take as much time doing it. It's also efficient as well. It enhances the lesson. It lets students choose essentially what they want to learn about the most, and it engages them because they're the ones making the decisions. Now, the explain phase. So I recorded a podcast for the lesson. This is kind of like what they would be learning in class if I were in it, and it's kind of short, but it's meant to be short so they can like get a refresher. So this online lesson would essentially go along with what we are actually doing in class. It's kind of like a companion novel to a book or a movie or a video game or something like that. And I'm going to keep hitting these points like effectiveness. It's a quick rundown, so say a student does miss, it can do a quick wrap up of what they're actually learning. Efficient, it's fast, so again, if a student misses a class, you can just listen to this and they're relatively caught up. And then enhanced, yeah, enhancement. It adds more to the lesson, like I said, like a companion novel, and it engages them because it gives them the option if they want to listen to it or not. Now the apply, this is a Kahoot that I created for it that we're going to go see. Must have become deactivated. I don't know how long this lasts for, but I did create one that has about 15 questions, I believe I did, that relate to what we learned in this lesson about Erickson and Piaget's theories of cognitive development. Effective because it's something students know and like, so it'll stay in their brains better. Efficient, it's super easy to create Kahoots in that manner. There's really not difficult whatsoever. It enhances the lesson because it's something fun for the students to do, so they're really jumping into that lesson, and it engages them, like I said, because they're jumping in, because it's something they enjoy. Now, the homework is to create a podcast like I did, like their metaphorical, hypothetical homework for this lesson if they were to actually do it. And it's kind of a short rubric, but it isn't like a really big lesson like point getter for it. It's just something fun to do so they can explain that they actually know what they're talking about. And the reflect and share stage. So I create a Padlet so they're able to comment what they liked and disliked on the lesson, as you can see on here. And it's just 1 2 sentences about it, pretty easy. Effective, mainly for me because I can see how I could do better on it. It's also effective for them, the students, because they're able to share how they felt in a different setting other than in class. It's efficient because they can just do this really quickly and I can look over it instead of having to spend that time in class going one by one and discussing. It enhances the lesson because I can grow from it as a teacher and the students learn how to reflect better on different content. And it engages them because if it's something they really do care about, they can get in on it and feel like they're making a difference for lessons to come for me and for other classes in the future. And that is the end of the online lesson. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and got as much out of it as I did. I actually had a pretty good time putting this together. It was a lot of work, but I feel like it really paid off in the end.